And for the main components is the CPU, and the CPU is Intel Core i5-10400F desktop processor with 6 cores up 4.3 GHz without processor, graphics LGA 1200 Intel 400 series chipset, and it has a 65 watts. This CPU it has a 6 cores and 12 threads and socket type LGA 1200, and it can up to 4.3 GHz with compatible with Intel 400 series chipset based motherboards. And also it is Intel Optane memory support. So that's it for the CPU. And for the motherboard is Gigabyte each 470 Auras Pro AX. This motherboard supports 10th Gen Intel Core series processor with dual channel non-ECC and buffered DDR4 with 4 DIMM slots, and it has direct 11 pieces digital VRM solution. And for the advanced thermal design with enlarged surface heatsink, the Smart Fan 5 features multiple temperature sensors and hybrid fan headers with fan stop. The Intel Optane memory ready with onboard Intel Wi-Fi 6 800 2.11ex 2T2R and BT5 with Aura's antenna. So that's it for the motherboard. And for the RAM is G.Skill Trident Z Royal Series 32GB with 2x16GB and 288 pins DDR4 SDRAM 3600MHz desktop memory model. This Trident Z Royal Series is DDR4 3600 with CL19 2020 40 1.35 volts 32GB 2 pieces of 16GB, and it has XMP 2.0 extreme memory profile ready, and it's rated XMP frequency and stability defense on MB and CPU capability. So that's it for the RAM. And for the M.2 or SSD is WD Black SN750 1TB NVMe internal gaming SSD with Gen 3 PCIe and M.2 2280 with 3D NAND, and this is an exclusive WD Black SSD dashboard with gaming mode improves game performance with the available in capacities ranging from 250GB to 2TB, and for the ideal for enthusiasts building custom desktops or gaming rigs, the NVMe drive not compatible with SATA interface. So that's it for the M.2 or SSD. And for the case is Cooler Master Masterbox TD500 Mesh White Airflow 8X Mid Tower with polygonal mesh front panel with crystalline tempered glass EATX up to 10.5" and 3 120mm eRGB fans and also eRGB lighting system. The crystalline tempered glass side panel dons a crystalline design precision engineered for strength as well as aesthetics. With the 3 included addressable RGB fans flow the field with the lightning while providing considerable airflow. And for the enthusiast grid cooling, 2 360mm radiators are supported on the top and front panel to keep the most extreme system cool. Can support for up to 7 120mm fans and front, top, and rear liquid cooling ensure the utmost in performance. The polygonal mesh features a 3-dimensional contour and is also capable of simultaneously providing high airflow and dust filtration. So that's it for the case. And for the CPU color is Corsair Hydro Series H100i RGB Platinum SA with 240mm radiator, and it has dual LL120 RGB PWM fans. This CPU color is it has RGB PWM fans with 2 Corsair LL120 20 RGB white PWM fans deliver a blast of color from 16 LEDs each along with improved airflow from extreme CPU cooling performance. Airflow 63 CFM, noise level 36.0 decibels. And the special edition style for SA feature brilliant white fan housing and radiator to accent your system's style and better reflect your RGB lighting. The dynamic multi-zone RGB fan has 16 individually addressable RGB LEDs light up the pump head to produce stunning customizable lighting effects to match more your build radiator materials aluminum. The extreme CPU cooling has experienced incredible Corsair Hydro Series cooling performance with each fan running from 360 to 2200 RPM while in operation. The 0 RPM with 0 RPM cooling profiles in Corsair iQOO software allow fans to stop entirely at low temperatures, eliminating fan noise. So that's it for the CPU cooler. And for the PSU or the power supply is EVGA 700GD 80 plus gold 700 watts power supply 100GD 0700V1, and this PSU or power supply is 80 plus gold certified with 90% efficiency or higher under typical loads with angle 12 volts real DC to DC converter to improve 3.3 volts and 5 volts stability with active power factor correction, and also it has 5 years unparalleled EVGA customer support with heavy duty protection including OBF over voltage protection, UBF under voltage protection, UCP over current protection, OPP over power protection, and ECP short circuit protection. So that's it for the PSU or the power supply. So for the GPU or the graphics card is MSI Gaming Radeon RX 5700 XT, and it has 256 bits with 8 GB GDDR6 and HDMI/DP. With the dual fans crossfire FreeSync Navi architecture graphics card RX 5700 XT Gaming X. The chipset RX 5700 XT with video memory 8 GB and GDDR6, and the boost clock is 1980 MHz with memory interface of 256 bits, and the output display port is 3 V1 4 with HDMI 2 0B by 1. So that's it for the GPU or the graphics card. So that's it. Good luck to your PC build and see you in the next video. Thank you.